Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back along to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary with myself, Harold, here in, well, we're just south of the town of Ravenport. We're on a little bit of a mission today. I'm going to go and speak to a landowner down here who, I'm supposed to meet him down here at least. Now, he used to have a farm down here. It's all been cleared away now, actually, but there's a bit of equipment here that apparently he has for sale. I'm speaking to him over the phone because I'm going to come down here and collect some straw, and he said that you also had some straw bales floating around, so we're going to have a look. See, as you can see, it's all run down. There isn't much left here at all now, to be honest. Looks like there's a few bits of scrap here and there, a little water pump by the looks of things maybe, and not a lot else. So we're going to have a field of cotton though. We're going to have a look at, this is the mower we're going to look to be picking up from him today. So we're going to have a chat with him when he arrives, and we'll see just what we can get going here. Oh yeah, for now we'll just knock off the engine. We are in the John Deere again. We're coming for some bales of straw. We did get rid of that monstrous big bale trailer. We decided not to go ahead with the purchase of that because it was just too big. We picked up a smaller one. Now this is it's much smaller, can't carry anywhere near the same capacity of bales, but what we can do is use this in the meantime. I am looking to get something a bit cheaper than that other one. Still a big Arctic dolly, like a 40-foot thing, but we just haven't quite got it yet, but we'll get to that when we can. The mower in question is in immaculate condition. It's looking fantastic. It's been sitting in the weeds here for a little while. This is a New Holland disc bind, a 313. It's been sitting in the weeds here, but by the looks of things, you can't really tell. It just looks great. It really, really does. So what we'll look to do is we're going to wait for the owner to come down here. We'll see if we can strike up a deal. If we can, we'll probably come down in the case and pick this one up, I should think. But it looks fantastic. The paintwork's beautiful. Really, really nice. Excellent detail here. And yeah, we really do need a disc bind pretty quickly because we're going to be looking to make some hay as soon as we can. So if we can get that sorted out sooner rather than later, that would be ideal. Yeah, this used to be once a flourishing yard down here. No, I actually think he said he was going to be up at his house, so I think that's it in the distance there. So I'll walk through. You can see there must have been some old other buildings here, some scrap floating around the place. It's all very interesting, and oh, nice little waterfall over there. That's very nice indeed. But yeah, so someone came in here, cleared all of the buildings out. Probably scrapped them all, I would imagine, and then they brought in there's still a few smaller fields down here, but nothing too big, nothing too crazy. And we will have a bit of a wander around. But like I say, now we're going to go and have a chat with the owner, see if we can get kind of agree upon a price there. For that mower, and then I think he said he had some straw bales, so we'll have a chat with him, see where they are, if you can remember. At this stage we are a little bit desperate, so I'm not too concerned about the quality of them, but we'll see what we can get. And this is a little track, be good for an off-roader up here. But yeah, we'll have a chat with him. I won't take the camera in for this bit, but we'll come back out in just a short while and see what's going on. Rightio then, ladies and gentlemen. That was an interesting meeting at the very least, but we've come across a deal, which is, you know, all you can really ask for. We have bought that mower. I've got it for a good price. I think I paid about, I think 14,000 US dollars for that there. So I'm very pleased with that. And we're gonna come down and pick that up in just a short while there. If I'm right in thinking, there's a kind of a little road that heads up. That might be over that hill there, I think, by that telephone mast. We're going to go and have a look at that as well, because I do believe that's where there's a little track that takes us towards some old bales of straw that were stacked up ready to be moved away and never got moved. So we're going to take some of them. We won't get them all into this load, just on how many said are there, but hey, we'll see what we can do. So yeah, we're going to go and see if we can find that place without crossing over anyone's field, and we'll see what we can do, really. So it might take me a little bit of time to find it, but yeah, we're going to come back this afternoon and pick up the mower at the very least. And yeah, so come back to me in just a second once we know where we're going, and we'll see if we can find some bales. So I do believe we're going up here, so we're going to just trundle through the corner of this field here. Try not to cause any damage to any crops. And you should, apparently there's a road, just a little dirt track creeping up the back end here up this hill. And here he is. There is a BGA up here, like a heating plant that a lot of farmers would sell hay and straw to. They're not taking any more at this time of year though, which is why there's a pile there left over apparently. So we're going to investigate that. This is quite the old little hut here. This is intriguing. don't know if anyone uses that or hasn't seen much life recently. It all kind of looks very similar. It's quite easy to get lost around here, that's for sure. But I think we're just coming up to it here. There's a pile of bales. Oh, and another one. Perfect. So he was right, there are a few here. It looked like they were just unloading here, ready to go into the BJ just down the road there. But what I'll probably go and do is have a chat with them, make sure it's okay for me to drive through here. Because I don't really want to go back the same way I just come through. And we'll see if we can get this all loaded up. So we'll go and have a chat with them, we'll get these bales put onto the trailer, and we'll come back to you in just a short while. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have got almost a full trailer stacked up here. We're just going to get 12 on here, I do believe. Maybe go 2 higher, actually. We'll see how many we've got left. But I thought I would knock all the bales over as well, just to stop them, you know, if there's only 1 or 2 left here. Last thing I want is for them to be unsafe, really. Spoken to the people of the sawmill here, or the heating plant, beg your pardon, who have agreed that I can just drive through here, because there is a main road on the other side of there, so that's fantastic. I'm quite pleased to get this track reopened, actually, so works out in everybody's favour, I suppose. Now all we need to do is just get this last bale put down, or these last 2 bales put down here. That's number 1. And then there's only going to be, what's that, going to be 3 left after that? We might try and get them all, 4 left. We might try and get them all onto this load here, that would be ideal. Might be stacking it a little bit high. But we can always carry one on the fork as well. Kind of parked the, unwillingly or unknowingly parked my trailer in a bit of a low spot here, but never mind. We'll get this all cleared up. You stay right there. We're going to come in a bit of an angle on this one. So pleased that we got this John Deere with the fast pump on here for the hydraulics on the front end. It's so much faster. I love using my skid steer back at home, but just to have the utility of a tractor and trailer so I can drive out, pick up things like bales when I need to. Okay, and we're just going to get some stuff put onto those. Probably want to be shoved across a little bit, actually, I would think. That should about do it. We'll just throw a strap onto there as well. Last thing I want to do is lose all these. How's that looking there? Much better. Good enough to get us home at least, that's for sure. What have we got left down here? So we are going to take up all of these. We might come back and get the remaining for the later dates here. That should surely be enough to get us going, if nothing else. What we will do is we'll make our way back up the same track that we came up, we went back yesterday, I think, and then we're going to bed the straw out to the cattle, and then come and pick up our mower. So lots still to do. Okay, there's a little bit of a drop here. I'm hoping we can get on that side okay. But we'll get all this hooked up again, get the brakes back on, and yeah, we'll get ourselves through the sawmill. I won't film that bit. I said I wouldn't film the heating plant just out there in privacy, but we'll see you on the other side. Okay, so we're all safely through the heating plant there. A lot going on there, actually. For a small building, there's a lot of interesting things to kind of see and look through, but we'll, you know, that's for another day maybe, when they let us come in and record there and have a quick look around. What we are going to do though, we're going to head our way back up through the village or the town of Ravenport here, and we're going to head back up north. It's a little bit of a drive from here, it certainly is, but we'll take our time and we'll get this all back up to the yard nice and safely. What we will do in the meantime though, it's the same route that we took last time, and I fear we're about to get stuck with a train as well, so it could take us quite a while. So we're going to be using our new straw bedding machine, which goes on the front loader here actually, which is going to be quite interesting. Picked up for next to nothing. Does only use round bales though, so it might limit us as to what we can bring in the future, but it's a cheap alternative to using the pitchfork right now, which is all that kind of matters. So we are going to take this back up to the yard. It's taking us a little while there, but we will catch you when we get up there anyway, and we'll show you how that new machine's going to work. Okay folks, welcome back. We made the journey. We're just pulling in past the grain elevator now. Got stuck for about 20 minutes waiting for a monstrous train to come through, but that happens around here. There's a big train line running through this region, so you can't really avoid it. However, we're just going to rumble on down to the farm here. We're going to leave the bales on the trailer here, and we're just going to... the yellow forks you have on the front are actually part of the bedding machine, beg your pardon. So what we'll do is we'll just load that straight up, because I'm anxious to see how it works myself actually. I really want to get some use with it. We've got a few quotes coming in now for road resurfacing here, but we still can't do anything until we get that blooming permit from the council. So for the time being, it is what it is. We've just got to kind of make the most of it. But hey, it's not causing me too many issues at this stage, not yet at least. And then I think we'll just pull this around here. Lovely stuff. So we'll just sneak our way back a little bit and then get this unhooked. Okie dokie, so all we need to do is, I think we'll just go and drop off a few, drop off this strap here. Now, the idea being that we come up, we just drop a round bale into the chamber here, and then we can just pick this, slide the forks in here to pick this up, and we can use it from there. So it should be nice and easy. Plenty of power on this, on the hydraulics on this loader to power that as well. That's the main thing. It's why we spec'd them up a little bit, just so we could handle such a piece of equipment. For us as well, moving forward, we will be looking to buy a round baler just because they're a little bit more cost effective for us. And also we can look to use, we may well be baling silage as well at some stage, and if we do that, then of course we can look into finding or acquiring a wrapper for a round baler these days is much cheaper than it would be to find a square bale wrapper. Touch. There we go, so we just lower the bale in like so. And then it's just a case of picking up the machine. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, just like that. So we're going to go, and this is for straw, so it's going to go straight into the cattle shed here. They need to be cleaned up after we fed them this morning, but we'll look into that in just a second, because no doubt I'm going to make more mess here. Okay, so bale number 1 went in there without a hitch. This is going to be bale number 2, and we're just going to spin it around here and throw some into the paddock around the back here. Oh, we really need to get some kind of weight on here. We're a little bit too rear heavy. Well, front end heavy actually, but let's see if we can change that around just now. So the cattle will use this for twofold really. They will be able to use it as a source of feed really, and we'll also give them some bedding. They get plenty of coverage inside as well, so this is just going to help them soak up some of the straw outside as it gets a bit colder. But yeah, they've got plenty to keep working with here. And we are, if I just tilt this up a bit, we can make it fall back a little bit to the rear as well, give them plenty of coverage there. It is throwing that straw in there, it's fantastic to see. All controlled as well very simply off of the spool valve here on the joystick, on the black joystick on the left of those two. All controlled there, which makes it for a nice and easy transition. Okay, and just like that, that is all empty. So we're going to take this back around, we're going to park it up in the shed. We'll probably leave the rest of the straw on the trailer there for now, because I did promise I'll go back down and pick up that mower nice and quickly. So it's been another, it's going to be another busy day of chopping and changing, getting things done. But we're still kind of finding our feet here, if we're honest. We've got a few more bales of straw we can go and get down now, which will tie us over for a little longer. What I am tempted to do as well is see if we can try and find a some straw buyer, seller somewhere, distributor, that we can just get like a low loader full of straw to come in, to be honest, because that's not going to keep us going over there for too long. But we'll leave this here for now anyway, and we'll see what other trouble we can get ourselves into. I did leave the case with the water tanker on over here, so we'll go and have a look into that. I really need to get some Roundup here just to kill off all of these weeds that are coming through. Before we do any concrete work on the yard there, that should all be taken care of, I should imagine. But we'll jump back into the mighty case, and we'll take this for a spin, I should think. Just stick this back over here. We always keep this just back by the spring tank, as I like to call it. Just so it'll be filled up overnight and they'll be ready to go for tomorrow morning. It's fantastic that this spring water was installed. It really does help keep down the costs for the livestock here. Because they do, being suckler cows, they do go through an awful lot, and the dairy herd as well are extremely intensive. However, we're going to take ourselves straight back away to go and get that mower now. I won't take you for the ride because it's going to be coming along the same road again as we've been on for the last few days. But yeah, we'll go down and then we'll pick that up. Another reason not to bring you down, this tractor is excruciatingly slow. So we will leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. I have been Harold, and you all being very kind to stay with me as we kind of develop and get ourselves up on our feet properly. We'll be back tomorrow probably with another edition of Dairyman's Diary, the USA edition, and we will see you then. But until then, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation if you've yet to. And we will see you later. So until then, enjoy what you're doing, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.